Tonight's gathering was declared a riot just minutes ago. Protests had slowed down for the winter, but this week we've seen a return to late-night vandalism.
Let's check in with our Jennifer Dowling. She's live now with a look at what exactly is happening right now, Jennifer.
Well, there's a lot going on down here by the federal courthouse building and the Justice Center. There are fireworks popping off everywhere in the middle of the street, also near the old courthouse building. You've got strobe lights, you've got people trying to set fires. We saw a signpost on fire earlier. This is a group of about 70 to 50 people, and they had like a dance party on the street earlier, and it was pretty quiet. But then let's take a look at some video. They broke the Starbucks window on Southwest 2nd right across from the Portland Police Bureau entrance, shattered a number of glass panels there, leaving that business in tatters. We heard glass breaking elsewhere, but we haven't been able to see if there are any other windows damaged throughout downtown. Now we have police out here, and they have declared a riot that was an unlawful assembly, but it only took about 10 to 15 minutes for them to up the ante and declare it a riot. This is a pretty intense situation out here. Police are on the scene. They told people to move to the west, but as you can see, people are still setting off fireworks.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, even though, as you can see, it is obviously morning. Welcome to the Dummy Funnies firing line, in which your host performs the absolute worst impression of William F. Buckley.
Ladies and gentlemen, my tongue is so long, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the only man who can seal an envelope after it's in the mailbox.
Of course, it's no matter, since the current TikTok generation have no idea who the hell William F. Buckley Jr. was. So I can go ahead with the worst impression, and they know not just how bad it is. Anyway, I'm using this occasion to present to you a debate about violence. Who caused it? What caused it? In Portland, Oregon. And we feature two debaters with contrasting points of view. And the first debater is pre-election Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler versus post-election Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler. First, we begin our debate with pre-election Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler. Take it away, Mr. Wheeler.
Tweets that he's been putting out in the last 48 hours attacking Democratic mayors, attacking those who are trying to bring resolution to the violence in their local communities. He has an opportunity to uplift us and bring us together and help us move through this difficult situation in our nation's history, and instead, he chooses to play petty politics and divide us. That's my reaction. So I'm going to do the work that I need to do here in my local community with my local officials to take accountability for what's happening on our streets. And I'd appreciate that either the president support us or he stay the hell out of the way.
And now, in stark contrast to Portland Mayor pre-election Ted Wheeler, we have post-election Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler, who violently disagrees with the pre-election mayor on post-election violence.
My good faith efforts at de-escalation have been met with ongoing violence and even scorn from radical Antifa and anarchists. In response, it will be necessary to use additional tools and to push the limits of the tools we already have to bring the criminal destruction and violence to an end. Lawlessness and anarchy come at great expense and with great risk to the future of our community. It's time to push back harder against those who are set on destroying our community and to take more risks in fighting lawlessness. In closing, once again, I condemn anyone who engages in violence or criminal destruction, no matter what their ideology.
Gentlemen, I beg to differ with both of you on the causes of violence in Portland. I think the reasons for the riots is that my horrible impression of William F. Buckley Jr. so alienated the public, it drove them crazy and ultimately to extreme violence.